It doesn't work.
Always doesn't work.
What a working model that is.
Can you see? K-E-S-H-L-A. Kesla. Can you just solve this mystery? Yeah. This one.
A hair salon in LA.
Thank you. As soon as we add one more club, which I think will be named after a mountain, we will get this term for Nepal. That's Kesla. This goes chronologically: Kathmandu, Everest, Shangri-La, Himalaya, Lakshmi, and Annapurna maybe, or something else. But we'll try to coax them to keep this name starting with A, so that we have this term. And most of the things that we are skipping this time, most probably next time when we are doing this kind of session, we will be under area of Toastmasters International, because we'll have 6 clubs, and then we'll talk about district and all those aspects which we are skipping right now. I am supposed to talk about president's role. I'm supposed to give you idea on president's role. I'm not going to follow 100% the manual that has been given by Toastmasters International, the orientation slides that has been shared. I'm going to skip few of them, understanding that you've already gone through everything that has been spoken today. President's role becomes one of the best and easiest if all these role players play their role well. If they give 100%, PP education, PR, membership, secretary, treasurer, sergeant at arms, if all of them are functioning well, president will just have to say thank you. Right? If that does not happen, then president's role becomes very critical, very important. What all we have to do, please close your eyes, all of you, close your eyes.
You sure?
Please close your eyes.
You're almost there.
Nepal has been districted in Toastmasters International, and they told us to send one speaker for international speech contest. And you are the one who was chosen from Nepal. Please close your eyes. Please close your eyes and think about it. You get there in that main stage where almost 95 flags are kept. One of them is Nepal's, and Nepal's flag is right at the center of the stage. You get that chance to stand there. There are about 3,000 people waiting for you to speak. And you spoke. Started speaking, and then you mesmerized every one of them. For the first time, anyone from Nepal had participated in this, and right now you are getting that standing ovation. Think about it. You may open your eyes.
No.
This is what we call a dream in Toastmasters. And this dream is always carried by the president of the club. Each president creates a dream for the project club, and that dream is always there as a vision for all of us. So president should be a dreamer. You start dreaming. And when we are talking about Toastmasters, all these role plays that we are talking about, just think about it. If you are a business leader, if you are working somewhere with a team, if you are somewhere managing people, and you have to become the leader, be it BP education or a PR, a secretary, sergeant at arms, or president. Just think about it, how beneficial it is going to be when you end up taking up that role outside of this club. So it's not only for Toastmasters or like beneficial, but it gives us enough experience to handle any situation, any amount of people. any number of people. You can handle them. So president should be a dreamer. R equals to P. Most of the time, when responsibility is given to us, we shy away from it. Remember, when you are shying away from responsibility, you're shying away from power. So responsibility is equal to power. As soon as you take up responsibility, you gain that power. If I'm told to become president of this club, I take that responsibility. Yes, let me take it. Immediately I get that power. I have that power now. So if I say no to responsibility, I'm saying no to power. Remember this. So a leader, when he takes up responsibility, gets the power. So this is a very important thing to realize. Third thing, tough times management. There's always a tough time in a club. There's always a situation that brings in crisis. If you can manage that, then you become a manager. Real good manager. After some time, you'll realize you can manage any crisis in the world. And this is how we hone that skill of managing crisis as a leader. So president's role is to manage tough times too. Then change. There are a few things that we cannot say no to. Is there anyone who met me for the first time today? Is there anyone who met me physically for the first time? I think you are the one, right?
I met you many times.
No, she is not met. Huh? Oh, yes, you attended my session. Okay, you attended my session. Maybe Nikesh can help me. Come, Nikesh, let's do a small exercise on change. Yes, Nikesh is here. Though I know him, but this is not prefixed. What we are going to do is come inside. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 choices here. Okay, a glass, please hold this. A mouse, don't open it. Marker, the hammer, and the mobile. There are 5 choices for you. I'm going to read your mind. Is that okay? Please shake hands with me. Look at me. Did you get the signal? Yeah? What is it?
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone. Please. What I'm trying to tell you is, choose 3 things out of 5. What do you want to choose? Just tell me. Glass, marker, mouse, hammer, and mobile.
Hammer, mobile, and the glass.
Hammer, mobile, and the glass. That's what you choose. And out of these 2, please leave one and give me one. This is what. You keep this?
Yeah.
Can you open that?
It's a mouse.
Thank you. Please. Yeah. You know, it's very easy to do this trick. Some of you know about it because you've attended my programs at different times. This is about change can create magic. It's about changing your question as per the situation. So if you would have chosen 3 out of 3, if mouse was inside, then I would have looked at the things that he had left. I would have just followed him. So I had to change my question according to the situation to lead him to mouse. If you would have given me mouse, I would have said, yes, you have given me mouse. Is it? So a leader knows how to change for the situation that arises due to some condition. So we need to understand this. Toastmasters International is changing. Accordingly, the process is changing. As a president, we need to adapt to the changes. So we should be adaptable and we should change. If some member who was one of the most active members in the club has started doing negative things, you need to realize there is some change in him. Go and talk to that person. You'll realize the member is not satisfied with few of the proceedings in the club. You may well have to motivate again. So this is the role of a president. So these are 4 key factors that we need to look at. And then at the end, it's being an example. If I am the president of the club, I have to be an example. If I am playing my role well, entire executive committee will play their role well. If I am missing in action, then I cannot expect anyone to be regular. So we have to be an example. Be it inside Toastmasters or outside. As a leader, you have to set an example to everyone that are there in front of you. And then look for leaders. You are not the one who will keep on doing the same job. You will not be there as a president for so long. So you have to look for leaders. Who are the leaders inside my club who can come forward and manage executive committee? So as a leader, you have to look for other leaders. You have to create leaders among others. Once you do that, delegation becomes much smoother. Whole slide on delegation is this, that you have to look for leaders. Find out who is the best leader. And a good leader knows, can identify the leadership qualities in each one of them. So if you are a good leader, you will gain that, right? So this is basically summarizing what I am supposed to tell you. As a leader, club leader, as a president, what all you have to do, right? There was someone who was saying that as a president, you don't have to talk about the meetings. Executive committee meeting belongs to you. As a president, you must call for the meeting and you should ensure that everyone attends. Executive committee meeting cannot be called by secretary or anyone else. It's president's responsibility. Sending in minutes, and then getting the agenda done, minutes done, everything has to be properly supervised by the president. Unless you do that, you cannot function well. So president must do that, right? Now, club administration, most of the things are delegated to others, but as a leader, you need to see whether they are performing well or not, whether they are submitting the certificates, whether they are submitting the reports or not, how is it going on. Please visit TI's website. You've got your own club matters there. You enter there and see whether your secretariat is functioning well or not, PP education has filed in or not. All these things, president will have to supervise. If you can supervise well, whole role play for you will become smooth. Right? Leadership is another thing that we set up goals for ourselves. So please make sure that you set up attainable goal. I will become DCP, the President's Distinguished Club. I will make it happen. And then you don't know how you will achieve that. If it is not attainable, forget about it. But set attainable goals. And that's very much important. Motivation, of course, you have to talk to each member and be a leader in there. Talk to each member, try to connect to them, call them up, send them text or send inbox message in Facebook, but try to connect with each member at least once in a month. Have that habit of connecting to them. There are so many members missing in action and we forget them. It's good to connect to them. Once, twice, thrice, fourth time they will attend the meeting. So it's about connecting back to these people, and that's the leadership quality. Those who are not performing well, you should pay your attention to them. Delegation, we have talked about. Selfishness is, we need to ensure as a leader that if I delegate my job to Roshan, if he completes that, he will take away the credit and I'll be lost in somewhere. No, you are the leader. Let him take that credit. Let him foster. That's the approach of a leader. Right? And you have to coach, discuss solutions, talk and take feedback from each member so that when you make a decision, everyone knows that they were involved in that decision making process. Just don't make a decision and throw it to your club member, people or team members. Follow it up. Follow up is very important. Club president must make the club proceedings enjoyable. Making it enjoyable is very important. How do you bring in that? By getting guest speakers, by getting some news covered, asking someone to convert their article speech into article and get it published. It's very easy. If there is a very serious matter, then you can always convert it into article. Coax that person to do that, and that serves public relation purpose. Right? The author is member of Sangila Toastmasters. Then it is giving you PR for the club also. So try doing that, because people have spent so much time in preparation of that speech. It is convert it into article, it will be a good one. So we need to be careful about asking people to do these things. And President does that. Club success plan, you have to complete that. That has been talked about. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Agenda developing, CL manual, this has been talked. So I'm not going to talk about again. So this is area governor, which we have to attain, and then we'll start talking about it. So as a club president, you know that you are the driver, you are in the front seat. You are the one who will avoid accidents. You are the one who will take entire team to the goal that you are looking forward to. So that as a club president, we must ensure that we bring in team together and then we perform well. If we have scattered team, we cannot perform well. You will end up doing everything, filing membership to filing in fees, everything president will end up doing if you don't have motivation in the team. So motivate your team members in such a way that there are people to back up the club officers, there are people to come forward and say, yes, let me do it. This is what I have been seeing in all the clubs, that everyone is coming forward and taking up roles, because we know that this is leadership track and this makes us a good leader, not only inside Toastmasters but outside. So congratulations for getting inside Toastmasters mission. It's a wonderful thing to be in. We learn a lot. Each day, every day we learn a lot. So this is the great platform. Thank you very much. This is the president for you. I'm supposed to end up this session. So we are going to have a small interactive session. It will take 5 minutes. It will also test how much you are taking home from this session. Okay? Maybe we have skipped few slides. Maybe we have been slightly informal in giving these speeches. Maybe we have just taken it lightly, but at the end of the day, we want that we take something home, right? So we are going to test how it has happened. The rule is simple. I'm going to show a slide, okay? And slide is like this, right? Now what we're going to do is, you will just raise your hand, okay? And then you will tell me which letter to go to, okay? And then you will tell me what you learned out of that letter. You have to connect to that letter, whatever it is. Can you start? Yes, I saw F.
Focus.
Focus. So let me go. Where is, just a sec. This is done. Focus, right?
Responsibility.
R. Responsibility. Great.
Pre-plan. Privilege.
Huh?
Pre-plan.
Pre-plan. Pre-plan. Okay.
Membership.
Privilege.
Dedication. Okay.
Membership.
Responsibility.
Just a sec. Someone said membership, right? Okay. I'm taking it out.
C. Conduct the elections on time.
Conduct the elections on time. C. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Privilege. Teamwork. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Toastmasters. You learned that.
Okay.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Leadership.
Responsibility is done.
Yeah. Leadership.
Accountability. Okay. A for accountability. And then there was leadership, someone said?
Leadership.
Okay, leadership. What else?
Privilege.
Postmaster.
Privilege.
Organize.
Organize. Okay. Sorry. So you have to give me something from with S.
Set up goals.
Set up goals. Okay. And for G?
Goal.
S is speech contest.
Speech contest. Okay. S is gone.
Yes, and then G is goals.
We have already said set up goals. Now let's get back to the letters that are left.
G. Growth.
Huh?
Growth.
Growth. Okay.
L. Learning.
And leadership.
Well,
That's done. Learning.
learning. Okay.
Hope. S for hope. Hope. S.
Hope.
H for hope. What kind of hope?
That's what I want
Then
to
we
know.
grow better.
I think we need to just look back at the sessions that we did.
Help. Help.
Build a website and social media pages.
B.
W
Build
website.
website.
W website. E is education.
E is education. How is it connected?
No, but there's been so much going on.
Education, yeah.
Education.
No, there was emails that we had to send.